Welcome to the Pass Wall Garages. We're in the basement garage today and starting a new little project, but I'll give you a quick update on where we're at on the El Camino project. I haven't got a lot of work done. Easter last week and doctor's appointments, but we did do some things. I got a yoke for the differential end that has been on back order for 2 months. That's the good news. The bad news is I thought it came with the pinion nut and the U-bolts, but not, so I've got to order them from a different source, and they're out right now, but he said should be back in stock in a few days, so I think that'll be coming in pretty quick. The hoses I got for the air conditioner look like they're going to work. I just haven't had a chance to get out there and work on them. And the big news is I decided to go ahead and spend the money and buy a power steering unit for it. Ordered the original quick ratio 2.5 turn lock to lock box. It should be here today or tomorrow. That'll let me start figuring out what I'm going to do on a steering column. So even when work isn't being done, work is progressing. So now, what are we doing today? Well, let me show you. Willie, what are we doing today? Oh, okay. This is our 1985 C4 Corvette. I've had it in the lower garage since August of 2020, and we're going to put it back together. The 85 is the first year for the 2-port injection, and it was Chevrolet's first real supercar. These cars handled exceptionally well. They were capable of 150 miles an hour, and it was so good Porsche bought some of them and took them back to Germany to find out what the Americans over here did right. So, pretty good car. But it's now an antique. Developed a lot of heat under the hood and susceptible to brittle vacuum lines and poor electrical connections, so we got a little work to do. That isn't the reason we tore it apart. That thermostat housing right there had just a little bitty seep, and it just bugged me, so I decided it had to come apart. The valve covers were also leaking like sieves. I called it the Chevrolet leaker. And so we took it apart, took the intake off, fixed the bolt in the that was broken off in the cross-threaded in the thermostat housing. Got it about this far and just needs to be finished up. I could go into why it didn't get done, but life got in the way. So anyway, got a lot of work to do. If you've been around these things, there's like, probably 8 or 10 of those electrical connections that I got to figure out and get back together. There's broken vacuum lines there that need fixed and rerouted. So I'm going to have my hands full a little bit on this over the next week or so, but I think I can get it back together and we'll get this thing on the road, and I can drive it this summer. That's the goal. So pretty nice old car. Almost every one of these I looked at, the interiors were shot and the digital dashboards were screwed up. That's all pretty good on this car. He had put new seat covers on it and new carpets, so it's up in pretty good shape. It needs some love on the door wipes there, and new moldings at the top. It's got a little whistle out on the highway, but overall I think it's a good solid car, so we'll get it running and we'll get out on the road and do a little driving. Previous owner said he had this up to 147 miles an hour in Montana. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to go that fast with me driving it. So, but nice car. It's got a 4-speed transmission with a 2-speed overdrive, or a single-speed overdrive in 3rd and 4th gear. And all the normal bells and whistles. A little dusty down here, but we'll get her cleaned up and get her back on the road. So I'll keep you posted. Have a good day. Hit my like button. And you're welcome to come pet Willie anytime you want to. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.